Cat. As a trader, I believe that technical analysis is a very good way to give you a consistent and reliable income in financial market. So in this channel, we'll be talking about technical analysis. We'll be discussing price actions and different methods to approach the market by reading the price over a chart. As of me, I am a professional Forex market trader and I'm doing this job for the last 6 years now. Believe me, in my beginning days, it was very painful. I lost a lot of money and it was like it was an emotional pain. Unless I found technical analysis, I have learned a lot of books and slowly the price started making sense. So without any further delay, let's jump on to today's topic, technical analysis and introduction to the system. So this is a question I face very frequently, that what is technical analysis? I would say simply that technical analysis is the study of market action, done primarily through the use of charts for the purpose of focusing future price trends. In this process, our trader believes that anything that can possibly affect price, fundamentally, politically, psychologically, or otherwise, is actually reflected in the price of that market. Precisely, technical analysis is based on pure market price. Let's take a chart and try to understand this. So we will take a Euro USD weekly chart. So in this case, a trader will enter a long in this security at the beginning of the trend. He will ride the trend and exit at the end of the trend. Vice versa, in case when the market is falling, he will short at the beginning of the trend, ride the trend and exit at the end of the trend. Though it sounds simple, but take my words, implementing this is pretty complex. One thing to always remember, the trend is your friend, whichever way it moves, up or down. Technical analysis is used to determine the trend, when it is going to change, when it has changed, when to enter a position, and when might be the analysis is going wrong and the position need to be closed. Let's now focus on something called trend principles. There are three basic trend principles, namely uptrend, downtrend, sideways trend. Let's pull up again the Euro USD daily chart. As you notice, the price here is trending down from April to August 2018. In another case, the price is trending up from April to September 2017. Accordingly, in the next chart, we can see the trend is sideways, starting from Jan to April 2018. As you understand this, allow me to move on to another concept called trend cycle. What is trend cycle? The principle of technical analysis can be applied to any time frame, from a minute, bar to day, weekly and monthly charts. For interpretation, the time frame really doesn't matter. It's the character of the pattern that does. Again, there are three important trend cycles which I would like to draw your attention to: primary, intermediate and short-term trends. These three are the most widely followed trend cycles by the traders. What are cycles? Cycles are reflections of investors' attitude towards unfolding fundamentals in the business cycle. The primary cycle lasts between 9 months to 2 years. The intermediate cycle is something like a small swing movements happening inside a primary cycle with a shorter life, like maybe 6 weeks to 9 months approximately though. And short-term trends are those nano trends inside the previous large counterpart. Short-term trends typically last from 3 to 6 weeks, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer than that. This would be always helpful to know when you trade the market technically. If you put this at the back of your mind, with time, things would get much more easy and would make more sense, hovering through the market noise. Now let's move on to our Euro USD daily chart and understand this concept in much more details. As you can see that the price is trending up. The price is moving from a lower price point to a higher price point. And after it moves to a higher price point, it gets caught into a consolidation where the price moves sideways. Couple of months soon breaking up, giving a short uptrend, but it gets caught again into another consolidation where the price again starts moving sideways. But here we can see a phenomenon called price reversal, where the price breaks down the consolidation, giving us a bear pattern. But soon it again gets caught into another month-long consolidation. Here we can see a false breakdown where the price breaks below but again comes back inside the consolidation. But slowly the price goes down in a jittery manner, giving us a primary downtrend, but in a very noisy way. To facilitate this kind of a situation, we can move down into a shorter time period, which is basically an intermediate cycle. The objective is to arrest the small price movement, the smaller trends lying inside of this primary long trend. Let's move into a smaller time frame, which happens to be 4 hour. Here we can take a detailed look on the price pattern. As you can see, the price trends and gets into a consolidation. Again it trends, moving into a new consolidation or a sideways pattern, and this phenomenon continues to happen inside a major primary trend. And this continues. Sometimes it's down, sometimes it's up. As you can see, the trend goes down at some place, and then again some other place it takes a buffer and goes up, and this keep on happening inside of that mother primary trend. The primary trend, which appears to be very noisy when we see it in 1 day time frame. And this keeps on happening. The trend breaks, the trend consolidates, the trend again happens. Let's move on to the recent price and see how Euro USD has been behaving in recent times or in last couple of months. We will move into 1 day time frame to get a view how the price is trending in recent time. As you can see that since January 2021, the primary trend was down. But if we move back to a smaller time frame, we can easily see that price was also bullish, though the major trend was bearish. So traders, this phenomenon keeps on repeating. It's up to you how you figure it out, how you identify it, and how you place your trade according to it. Once again, don't forget that trend is your friend. Hope these ideas were helpful to you. If yes, then like, subscribe, and comment what kind of content you would like to see in this channel. In future, I will be discussing more detailed technical analysis videos on Forex market. Till then, thank you and goodbye.